Hi everyone, it's Gail, and I am here with a little project that I found necessary to do. I have all sorts of Christmas clusters. They were in this bag and that, they were all over the place. So I'm making a little cluster book here. We'll get to that in just 1 second. Let's say hi and hugs to Valerie, Billy Joe, Maria, and Lori. Thank you so much for watching and for your kind comments. Okay, so I started this. My son said goodbye. Then my machine was acting up. And I'm sad because he said hi to all of you guys. And gosh, I wish you could meet that kid. He's just the best. So I am just sewing through 5 sheets of 12 by 12. Just about there. Okay, good enough. It's just for me. So, yeah, just sewed through those, and I'll kind of back up and tell you, I have 5 sheets of 12 by 12 paper here. Just some Christmas paper, and this is going to be a cluster book. You might remember the others that we made. Well, I decided to use this paper, and let me move things so that I can get my sewing machine out of the way. Yeah, I just thought, oh my gosh, I have got to get that more organized because that's gonna not be good. I'll be digging through all different bags to try and find clusters. So this is going to be my cluster book. We are just going to put clusters in here until they are ready to be used. And on your suggestion, let me grab this. On your suggestion, I'm using double-sided tape now on this for this book because you can then, pull them off. Tina at Shabby Dabby Doodah had this idea originally. I thought it was a genius idea. And her idea was that you would cut the back and it would just add to your collage. But I have found in my regular cluster books that I end up using the cluster and don't necessarily want to use the background. So yeah, I'm just going to go through and just a little dabble do ya, just a tiny bit of double-sided tape like that, and pop it on the page. And then it will pop off with minimal damage to the cluster. So yeah, oh, I'm so bummed. I had to start the video over because my machine goobered up. So anyways, my son didn't get to say hi to you after all. He did, but I just didn't put the video up. So yeah, I didn't want to be messing with my machine while you guys were waiting on me. So this is the idea, is just to pop these on, and then we'll be able to thumb through the book as we're decorating something without without digging through bags and stuff. So this will be better. So yeah, so my son was here overnight. I think I told you that yesterday, and he was working from home. The painters were here. It was quite the busy household for a bit. We did have our gyros for lunch. They were just as delightful as I remember them. So yeah, they're good. So that was a fun treat. My son and I were talking about, he said, I'm such a creature of habit. I have the same thing for lunch every day. I said, so do I. And I said, it's probably my fault because I had you on a pretty good schedule when you were little. It was like, you knew what to expect, and so did I. So, and he was like, yeah, he said, I think some kids don't have that kind of structure, and I'm glad I did. And I was like, thanks, honey. So glad. So glad we did good, your dad and I. Okay, so these then are like they were on a red piece of paper. And these aren't may not be finished, like they may need a little embellishment. I'm sorry, I gotta take off my sweater. I'm freezing. It's cool here today, and my basement is really cold. So, but it's getting in my way. So, and then I have some green ones too, and some of those are topped off and some of them aren't. So anyways, I'm just going to see what will fit on each page. I won't have you watching me stick these all in. I'll do that off camera, but I think I'm going to be glad to have this. So yeah, well, I'll just show you the clusters kind of. This one, I had a piece of red paper and just made the clusters on the page. You've seen me do that, and then tore them apart. So that's what this one is. Ooh, will you fit? Yes, you will. Okay. So then the green ones. Okay. Oh, that's just a little tag. Isn't that cute? I'll just pop that right in there. Okay, so we have some fully decorated ones. Oh, another little tag. And not decorated. Let's separate those. Okay, and these are all not. Okay. So basically, there was a red piece of paper, a green piece of paper, and then I put contrasting colored paper, doily on some of them, and then lace on some of them. Oh, there's just some little ones. Can go 3 across on those. Yeah, I've got a couple pages worth of these, I think. Let's see. Yep, that's gonna fit. That's a little one. One more fairly little one. Yes, okay. So that will be that page. I mean, honestly, I have enough clusters for multiple Christmases, I would say. Okay, so I'll put the unfinished ones here. And then the finished ones just have a little something on top of the other layers, like this little price tag or a flower or something. So these are going to go, or a stamp. That one has. This one just has a little picture of a present. Some holly. So yeah, there we go there. Okay, just going to kind of flip that over. I'll figure it out when I put them in. But then I have yet another bag. So this is going to be great to get these kind of in better order. Because look at all of these then. Here's some Christmas flowers. I'm going to put that in my stuff to use basket. And then we'll see here. Looks like I have quite a few, like, what do I want to say? Geometric type here. So let's do those. Okay. Yeah, I can put some on this page too. That one's gonna need some gluing because it wants to wiggle around. These are more geometric. These are somewhat geometric, not totally. It's a torn one. Here's a geometric. Torn, torn, torn. I just kind of want like ones with like ones. So if I'm looking at something, you know, that I'm decorating in particular, I can go, okay, that will go with that, you know. Okay. So let's grab a few more to go on this page. Let's see. If you go up there and you go up there, will you go there? Almost. Not really. Okay. Maybe this one. Yes. Okay. Okay. Well, that came off of something. I don't know. Okay. I am going to do a new page here. Okay. And we're just going to do these ones. So, just made from scraps when we were doing Christmas last year, I'm guessing. Let's see, I think I can get that one on that page too. Okay. And then on this page, let's do, this fell off of something too, but let's do these ones. And yeah, so there's a lot of sticking down, but in the long run, it saves time because you're not looking through 3 different bags of things, looking for something to put on something, you know. It's worth it in the long run, is what I'm saying. Let's see. I don't know that you're going to fit. How about you instead? Okay. Okay. We have one more page. So we're filling this book completely up, other than I will use that side at some point too. But yeah, so the rest of them go here, and we will have it. That one will fit there. Yes. That one. And that one. And then I have this one to go somewhere. And these couple pieces can just be scraps, I guess. Okay, so I'm much happier. I can get rid of these sacks. And I'll have all my Christmas clusters in one book. Okay, cool. That has been accomplished. Oh, I threw away my bag for the tape. Whoops. Okay, put those together. I might do that sitting on the couch tonight. Okay, so covers. Let's check these out, see what you think. So it's pretty well dry. And what I was thinking about is, let's see. I think I wanted you on that one and you on that one. I think so. Okay. So what I was thinking is I was thinking of putting the fabric around an envelope and then gluing it to the back of this to make it a little more sturdy. You can just, you know, sew fabric on the back or whatever and have it really bendy too. Either way that you want to do it. So here I have a 9x12 envelope, and so I am going to just pull this off and close up the envelope, and then we're just going to cover this envelope with the fabric. So I am going to grab my Fabri-Tac, put some of it just in the middle here. Just more or less to hold the fabric is what all that is. Okay. And like about right there, I think. And spread that out, and then we will do the sides. So I'm going to cut at a slant this way and a slant this way on all four corners. And yeah, so I have picked out some digitals to do for Christmas. And I know there's one coming from Joey that I want to do. So I kind of have those in mind as I'm deciding on what kind of journal covers to do. But like once I get Joey's kit, once I actually get it, I'm going to keep not that one, but these two little pieces. Good for fabric clusters, right? Okay, so I am now going to glue these down. Just pulling it nice and tight. So go ahead and do both these corners. So yeah, we're just gonna get these all at the ready, and then we can start putting journals together and stuff. So yeah, I'm filming this. Let's see, this is for Tuesday, and I'm filming it on Friday. And I noticed that Rachel at Roxy Creations is doing another ephemera holder, and I don't need an ephemera holder. And I've made them before and all that kind of stuff, so I'm not actually gonna do her challenge this week, which is disappointing for me because I like doing it. But I really want ephemera, not books. So I'm going to take a little break from that until she's done with that. So tomorrow we'll do the Marguerite Miller, and then we'll just do another project. I was kind of thinking of maybe doing some ephemera projects myself, since that's where I'm at in this process, kind of. Okay, so we have this tidy little inside, and I'm thinking we'll just kind of try and center that. I don't know if I love the sides, but I don't hate them either, because there is some yellow in this fabric, so I think it'll be okay. And so I'm just going to center that, and then I'll sew around the edge to sew them together. Excuse me. Okay, let's just put that on there. I'm not going to sew this on camera because I'm going to want it to dry, but if I can make a stack of journal covers that just need to be sewn around, wouldn't that be grand? Okay, so just get it as centered as I can. Okay. And just gonna go like that. And then that will be, we will sew around that, and that will be that cover. Okay. So there is that one ready to sew. Now I'll show you this one, which I didn't quite get done. I hope you can see it okay. It's shiny. So, and again, I don't know that I'm completely done with these yet. We'll see. Okay, let's do an envelope. And we'll get the backing on that one too. Okay, so this one, I was thinking of this fabric. So I think we'll do that. Turn that over and just kind of glued in place there. Like so. Well, there's not a lot to flip on the ends of this one, but it was so close to the right size I couldn't quite resist. Okay, so now we're going to cut the corners again. Yeah, so it was nice having our son for, I mean, I'll take him for as long as I can get him, but even a quick visit is nice. And we had good news. They aren't going to the in-laws for Thanksgiving, so we are invited to their house for Thanksgiving. So super excited about that. We thought we were going to be alone at Thanksgiving again. So, yay. So we have Thanksgiving at his house and then Christmas at my daughter's house. So it will be good. It will be good. Looking forward to seeing them. Sure thinking about my grandson in Denver. I don't think I told you, but he's the one that hurt his knee last year when we were out there to watch his football game. And he had surgery and he's been rehabbing and everything. Well, it's still been really bothering him. And so he went to the doctor and the surgeon thought that either some stitches popped while he was in recovery or something like that happened. Anyway, he has to go back in to have surgery. So he's out for the football season this year. Poor guy. I know he's so disappointed. Gosh, I hate to see those kids disappointed, you know? But I guess such is life, right? So anyway, I'm thinking about him and his recovery and everything. He's hoping to be ready for wrestling season, but I don't know. Just have to see how he is. I mean, you know, the sports are, I mean, let's face it, it's like their whole life when they're doing it, right? But in the large scheme of things, and I always think, how are they going to be when they're my age? Like, you know, I know that some of my knee problems are from playing softball and sliding in on that same knee all the time. I was usually safe, though. I was a fast little bugger in the old days. Okay, so there is that one, and we're going to pop this guy on top of there. So let's see. He's going to fit nicely, I think. Now, again, we have some yellow, but I'm not too worried about that. It's just another color. Can't tell what it says or anything. It's just another little added pop of color, I guess is how I'll look at it. So there we go there. that as centered as I can. Widthwise, this way is just at the edge. So, and then, yeah, that should do it. Okay, that one is ready to be sewn around. Okay, so put that up there to dry too. Okay, now what I want to do, I've got some fabrics here. Well, I want to do, Santa here with this. So let's do one of those. I thought I might do one with batting and one without and see if I have a preference. So the one without, I will glue this envelope onto this and another envelope onto the inside and then sew around it. That's what we're going to do here. Okay, so let's do that one first. I'll put this in my Making Covers series playlist, and that way you can check out some of those videos, because I have all sorts of different journal cover ideas in there, and these are just a couple. So okay, so we need to cut around this, and these will be bigger since I cut it bigger, so we might be keeping those to do clusters with. But yeah, I just had the one cover that I made out of ugly scrapbook paper. And so I needed covers. It's kind of where it all starts, for me anyway. Okay. Yeah, my son, and he was talking about how he's grateful for being on a routine as a little kid and how he thought it helped him in school and, and all that kind of stuff, which I can't take credit for. I have to give credit to my mom, because she's the one that said, you got to get him on a schedule and, stay as true to it as you can, because it helps him. I'm like, okay, when you're young, how you go, oh, okay, Mom, meanwhile rolling your eyes or whatever. But it was true, and she was right, as she usually was. And he's grateful for it now. And I said, I think my mom having me on a routine as a little kid helped me to be as organized as I seem to be, And I was telling them that you guys sometimes say you wish you were more organized. And I said, I always say it came from my mom, but I think part of how it came was always having me on a schedule. Not that, you can't deviate sometimes, sometimes you have to deviate or you want to deviate, but in general, like my kids, I would feed them lunch and take them to the potty, and then off to naps they would go every single day. And I even put my 5-year-olds in morning kindergarten so they could still have their after lunch nap. And, quite honestly, being a stay-at-home mom that I was, I needed that time to kind of either catch up around the house or just go, phew, and have a moment of silence. Okay, so that's going to be the outside cover. Let's do the inside cover of that one. Because for this particular way of doing a cover, you need 2 envelopes. So once again, we are going to just put that in here. Oh, I've got a lot of room on that one. I remember I thought, oh, well, there's not that much extra. I'll just leave it. And actually probably couldn't really tell you where these fabrics came from. I just had them in my stash, you know. Okay, there is that one. So basically we're doing a mass make on journal covers today, aren't we? These will be good bases for those fabric clusters, I think. Because they're a little bit bigger. Okay, let's see, one more. I thought there was one more and I'm like, where'd it go? Okay. Yeah. So when I started doing daycare, same thing. I just would feed all the kids lunch at the same time, put them all down for a nap, except the little babies, they napped in the morning too, but you know, basically after lunch was nap time. Still is for my husband. Oh, yeah. As you know, I'm just not a napper. I'm too much of a busybody. I gotta get all my things done, you know? Okay. Oh. Sticking to it. Sticking to it. Yeah, good thing I don't have any fingernail polish on, huh? It gooshes out the sides a little bit. Okay. And then this one. You know, there's such pretty fabrics out there too that it's just like I need that. It's a need to make journal covers, but then it's so fun when you get a digital or a scrapbook pack or something that goes really well. You've already got your journal cover ready to go. I just have a bookshelf over there full of ones that are made already. I just went through it, so I know there weren't any Christmas ones. That's how I knew I had to get busy. Okay, now what we're simply going to do is put some glue on this and lay it on top of this one. Just get them right together. And then that one is ready to sew around. Okay, that's number 3. Let's try one with some batting. So the other Santa Claus one I have is this one. And then I was just going to use the same fabric, I think. I do have this other fabric. Let's do that. It's just got smaller holly is all. Okay. So this time we're going to get our envelope. You can use a file folder or whatever you have, you know. This is I get by the big box at Staples. I get these. You could get them on Amazon too, I'm sure. But you could use whatever you have. It's just kind of having a base. Okay, what did I do? Here it is. I don't have any cut, but I have like leftovers of a quilt here. Oh, perfect. Good. We'll just cut this right about here. It in no way does it have to be perfect, so I'm just gonna chop along that and get that off the big roll. My scissors are sticky from the glue. Okay, so we'll just toss that batting on the floor until later. I'll put it away later. Alrighty then, let's just see what we've got here. Okay, I am gonna cut that right about there. And I will use this little piece on another one. Oftentimes I piece the batting together. Okay, I think what I'm gonna do is put this down and then cut around it to make it kind of fit the cover. So we had a good chit chat at lunch about, I asked my son, his wife started a new position and I was wondering how it was going. She is a special ed or special needs preschool teacher. And so far it's going great. She loves the little ones. She was teaching 7th grade English before this, and I think to have the little ones as opposed to 7th graders, I don't know. I can only imagine it must be a bit of a relief. Okay. Okay, now the way I used to make these is I would then put, well, I'll show you. I have some cut. I'll show you my old way, but we're going to do my new way now. Okay, so Santa's going to be on the outside. The jolly old elf himself is going to be on the outside. So we're going to put this down like that. So I'm wondering if I can keep that stable enough. I'm going to try to just not glue that and just get my corners cut and glue up the sides. Try that. See how that works. And if it slides or something, I'll know it didn't work. Okay. Very excited to have these covers done. It's like one step closer to getting to play with some journals. I'm thinking either the last one we made or this one, or the first canvas one is what I'm going to use for Joey's kit when he gets it out. Joey Cardmaker's doing a 50s Christmas digital. I'm not speaking out of school because he mentioned it in his interview with Sue at Paper Inspirations. So, gosh. Yeah, so I'm going to put that, do this first. Okay, note to self. It shows through on Santa's beard a little bit. That's not going to show once we do this anyway. Whoop. Went on the fabric this time instead of the envelope. I prefer the envelope because it doesn't smoosh up. But sometimes when I'm talking to you guys, I lose my concentration. Go figure. Yeah, that's going to be okay, I think. It's a little, there's some folds in it, but I think it'll be okay. Okay, so then over here, So my husband was going to go for a walk. I really would like to do that today myself. I don't know. I have to see if I have time, huh? I really need to start getting more exercise, though. I really do. When I went to the cardiologist last week, I said, I know I don't exercise enough. And he kind of looked over his glasses at me. I'm like, I'm in my craft room all the time. What can I say? But he's right. Probably need to get out of the Fabri-Tac fumes once in a while. Tomorrow we go to volleyball again, so I'll be out of the fumes all day tomorrow. But that's also why I need to spend all day today doing videos, right? You know why I'm on the schedule I'm on. Speaking of routines. Okay. So there is that. Oh my goodness, between yesterday's mixed media and this today, I'm just a gluey mess. Okay, so now this time, now we've put the batting in, but I'm going to do the second envelope on this one too. So I don't think the batting should add a whole lot to the thickness sewing it in, so I think it should be okay. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, let's do this. Okay. And I'm just gonna turn that over and smooth it. Get rid of a string or two whilst I'm at it. Okay. Now we need to cut. Okay. I don't know why I was quiet during that. I mean, it's not like that took all sorts of concentration. Okay. All right. Yeah, so the next one we'll do like I used to do them. And see what you think. I mean, all of them work, you know. It's just all the different ways that you can approach the same thing. I opened a bin of my Christmas stuff. That is so many digitals. We're going to have to go through it one day so I can even see what's there. There's likely something in there that we'll want to do or that will go great with one of these journal covers. Don't know till we look. Okay. All right. So there's that being the inside. Should we put a pocket on this one? Why not? Let's grab. Whoops. I'm just grabbing my bin of thicker lace. Ooh, look at this. Oh, it's not big enough. Shoot. That would have been pretty. Darn. Oh, well. Okay, let's see what else we have. Is this big enough? That's big enough. So now what I'm going to do with this is, first of all, cut it to size. And then I'm just going to put a little bit of glue, kind of tacking it down here and there, so that then when we sew it, it's not going to go anywhere. Okay, got a fun little piece there. Let's even this up a little bit. There we go. Whoops. Okay. Okay, so that and this. Let's see, I'm going to move that up a skosh. Just put a little one in kind of the middle to hold that. Okay. And then, of course, let it dry really well before sewing it. Ah, gosh, my fingers are so sticky. Okay, I gotta take a second here. Let me just see if I can get the first layer of sticky off. No, I don't know how much good I'm doing, but making an attempt feels good. Okay. All right, so now we are going to, we got to make sure we're right side up now, because we've got a pocket. Not that that wouldn't look pretty as hanging down too, but we need to have it at the bottom. Okay, so now we're going to just do this. Okay. And once again, just match these up so that they line up perfectly, and smoosh. Smoosh them together so they fit. Okay, and so this one just needs to be sewn around the edge as well. Okay, let's do the one that actually what happened with this one is I wasn't thinking and I cut this wrong, and so because you need a little overhang, and I cut this one at 9 by a little over 11, or I mean right at 12 is what I'm trying to say. Okay, so let's see, how's this gonna go on an envelope? Okay, it's not gonna quite cover. So, but I have a solution for that, I think. So if I put batting on this, it's gonna take it up a little bit more. So I don't think I want to do that. So here's what we're gonna do, because I goobered that up. I'm just gonna get that glued down as well as I can, given that it's not quite big enough. It's okay on top to bottom. It's not okay on the sides, but it's okay. So we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna put this on this side. Guess I better take this off. We're going to put this on this side. It also barely covers. So, yeah, it was just bad measuring on my part, but, you know, I'm going to make it work, is I guess what I'm saying here. It's going to work anyway. because we're going to make it work. Okay, so top is pretty well lined up. Get the bottom a little better. Okay. So what I think I'm going to do on the sides, oh, I like how that fringe is down there. What I think I'll do on the sides is take a lace of some sort. And not sure what yet. Let's see. Whatever I use, I'm going to need quite a bit of it. This might be good. Okay, what I want is lace that is big enough that it can go down the side and fold over because of my shoddy measuring. So let's do this. Let's grab that. Grab that. You know, we've said it a million times, but there's always a fix. Always. When something doesn't go quite as planned, there's always something you can do to have it work out. So let's see. Guess I'll just put that back in there for now. Okay. Oh, goodness. Yeah, and then so I'm gonna just kind of tack this down, I think. And do I want to be kind of middle of the flowers? I think I do. And we're just gonna have it edged like that. So let's just certainly want it to be straight. Just gonna tack it down in about 3 spots there. And I'm gonna flip over, and it's not straight. Okay, flip over and tack it a couple places over here too. Okay, so that will be once it dries, just sewn right along with sewing around the edge of the journal. Gosh, I feel like I've gone long on this. I should check my time, I suppose. Okay. Stay. And then we'll go around on this one too. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's see. I think I have a little cloth here. Need to clean that off a little bit. So I have a few more cut, but they're similar, and we are out of time as I suspected. I think, gonna sew around one, and just so you can see that, but the deal is they'll all be the same as far as sewing around goes. Okay, so here's all the things we need to sew around. All of these, and I am going to get to the first one we did because it should be good and dry, and we will just sew around, and we will have a good a good batch of things to work with. Okay, so on this, I always start in the back cover corner, just because I feel like, I don't know, if the thread messes up or something like that, well, it's in the back corner, it's okay. So that is my philosophy. I think on this one, I don't know, I'm just feeling a straight stitch rather than zigzag. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so I need to get that back to the right size. Let's see how we go. Okay, I'm gonna sew this a little further from the edge because I can feel the edge of the envelope is right there. So we're gonna just I'm curious to see how it's gonna act when we get to the Mod Podge. Little clunky, not too bad. Now again, I need to be at the edge of the envelope, so I think a little bit more. Okay. I'm going to just back stitch that just a little bit. Okay, let's see. Now I can always go back on that one part where I sewed away from the edge. I could always go back and put another row, but I think that's good. It ended up being just fine. So that's all I do. Sometimes I do a zigzag. Sometimes I do like the leaf stitch or something. So yeah, whatever goes with your project. But there you have it. There's one ready to go. We are just gonna fold it in half. And I gotta tell you, it feels awesome with this canvas and the Mod Podge. So just, there's one little grungy Christmas journal cover. So thanks everybody so much for watching, and I hope you have a grateful day, and be kind always. We'll see you in the next video. Bye.